Okay, hello, Akshata, Ankit, Ayush, Ganesh and all. ग्रीन कम्प्युटिंग मध्ये काही प्रॉब्लेम आता म्हणजे समजलं तुम्हाला? हेलो,
जी मैम।
ग्रीन कंप्यूटिंग क्या है, समझ में आया?
हाँ
हेलो, यस. अरे बोला आपण डिस्कस करते हैं. Now we are discussing point is there. Then we will take second lecture on green computing. Just tell me if you're having any problem regarding first lecture. Yes, anyone please answer me. कोणी मला आन्सर द्या. सफास, काने, विराज, प्रथमेश.
नो
ओके, समझा परफेक्टली. तो नेक्स्ट लेक्चर स्टार्ट करें. टेल मी यस नो. Shall we
यस
start? Okay.
Okay, so now we're going to see the carbon footprint. What is carbon footprint? So the total amount, this is the second lecture. In previous lecture, we have studied about green computing. Then we have seen the power consumption, then toxins, e-waste and all. And just we have discussed little bit about carbon footprint, right? So now here we will see that what is carbon footprint. So the total amount of greenhouse gases produced to directly, okay, the green total amount of greenhouse gases produced directly and indirectly, okay, support human activities, usually expressed in equivalent tons of carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide, that is the CO2. Here 2 is should be in base. That is, the formula of CO2 you have studied in your chemistry, right? So CO2. Okay, that is carbon footprint. The total amount of greenhouse gas produced directly, indirectly, support the human activities, usually expressed in equivalent tons of carbon dioxide, that is CO2. Your carbon footprint is the sum of all emission of CO2, which were introduced by your activities in a given time. Usually carbon footprint is calculated for time period of year. Means carbon footprint is calculated by the for the time period of year. For example, the basic calculation we see here, the basic calculation of this calculation. Okay, suppose let's make the some here table, then you can get better. Here we require and let's take the row 4. Okay, sorry, why we should I write here? Okay, so in this basic calculation of carbon footprint, that is fuel first, then unit and CO2 emitted per unit. Okay, CO2, let's copy this, बाहर निकलता है, that is emitted per unit. Okay, so here in fuel, suppose petrol, let's take petrol. This is the basic calculation of carbon footprint. Okay, so in petrol, 1 liter unit, that is 1 liter, the CO2 is emitted 2.3 kg. Okay, and then diesel 1 liter per 1 liter emitted 2.7 kg. This is the basic calculation of carbon footprint. Then you can say oil 1 liter emitted 3.0 kg. Okay. So this is the basic calculation of the carbon footprint. Means your carbon footprint is the sum of the all emission of CO2 which were introduced by your activities in given time frame. So usually carbon footprint is calculated for the time periods of year. Basic calculation we have see that in fuel unit and CO2 emitted per unit. Suppose petrol 1 liters unit, that is emitted 2.3 kg carbon CO2. Then in diesel it emitted per unit is emitted 2.7 kg, and oil 1 liter is 3.03 kg. If your car consumes 7.5 liter diesel per 100 kilometer, then drive of 300 kilometer distance consume, suppose if your car consume the 7.5, I have already explained in table per unit wise emitted of CO2, that is carbon footprint. So so if CO2 carbon dioxide, sorry, uh, carbon dioxide, right? So if your car consumes 7.5 liters, okay, 7.5 liter diesel per 100 kilometer, okay, per 100 kilometer, per 100 kilometer, then a drive 300 of 3 kilometer, then the drive of 300 kilometer distance consume. Means this is the example कि if you are driving purpose, means अगर 300 kilometers आपने drive किया है, if you consume 7.5 liter, then how much carbon footprint you emitted, so CO2, right? So if your car consumes 7.5 liter per 100 kilometer, then drive or 300 kilometer distance consume, like the calculation will be like this: 3 into 7.5, that is 22.5 22.5 liter diesel L. Okay, so okay, which adds 2.22, which adds, it will be add in our table, is there here to diesel, right? 2.22.5 liter into 2.7 kg, so equal to 60.75 kg CO2. CO2 to your personal carbon footprint. To your okay. See, means ह्याच्यात आपण दाखवलंय की कार्बन, व्हॉट इज कार्बन. सो कार्बन फुटप्रिंट हे मी तुम्हाला ऑलरेडी एक्सप्लेन केले इन माय प्रिव्हियस लेक्चरलाही. And here we have seen that the total amount of greenhouse gas produced to directly and indirectly support human activities, usually expressed in equivalent tons of carbon dioxide. Your carbon footprint is the sum of all emission of CO2 which were introduced by your activities, right? Like जैसे कि now your activity has said, so I mentioned this table here, basic calculation of carbon footprint. So इथे आपण पेट्रोल डिझेल आणि ऑइल बघितलंय. 1 लिटर पेट्रोल मध्ये किती कार्बन CO2 कार्बन डायऑक्साईड निघते बाहेर 2.3 kg. So तसं आणि डिझेल मध्ये 2.7 kg. तसंच आपण एक एक्झाम्पल घेतलं इथे, जसं की आपण कार चालवतोय, आपण 7.5 आपण कन्झ्युम करतो म्हणजे युज करतोय 100 किलोमीटरला, आणि जर आपण 300 किलोमीटर गाडी चालवली, देन आपण किती इमिटेट करतोय म्हणजे कार्बन फुटप्रिंट बाहेर काढतोय 22.5 लिटर, राईट. सो ह्यालाच आपल्याला कॅल्क्युलेशन करायचं आहे 2.7, दॅट इज वी हॅव इमिटेड द कार्बन फुटप्रिंट 6.75 kg, right? So to your personal carbon, mean if your cars consume 7.5 liter diesel per 100 kilometer, then a drive of 300 kilometer distance consume 3 in calculation of this 3.7.5 into, sorry, 3 into 7.5, that is a 2.22.5 liter diesel, which adds 22.5 into 2.7 kg, that is 60.75 kg CO2 to your personal carbon footprint. It's your personal, okay? Like this, agar many car is emitted like this, then you can get now. So what is, now we see, we have read that, yeah, we have discussed about greenhouse gas, right? But what is greenhouse gas? What is greenhouse gas? That is GHG. Okay, let's see. Greenhouse gas are those that can absorb and emit infrared radiation. मतलब जे absorb and emit कर सोडतं radiation, that is called greenhouse gas. In order, the most abundant greenhouse gas in Earth atmosphere are, let's see, 1 minute. Okay, again make this table. Okay, here. What is greenhouse gas? I said that greenhouse gas are those that can absorb and emit infrared radiation. In order, the most abundant greenhouse gas in Earth atmosphere are. So here gas formula is there. Let's see. Suppose no need to table, if water vapor, water vapors, the formula is S2O. S2O, right? Water vapor, S2O. Then carbon dioxide, you know now very well. Formula of carbon dioxide, CO2, right? Carbon dioxide. It's nothing but CO2. Take this only. Then ozone, that is O3. Methane, that is CH3. CH3 and ozone O base 3, O3. Okay, this is the formula of gas, and the gas, these are the gas, and their formula is there. So what is greenhouse gas? I said here. So greenhouse gas are those that can absorb and emit. मतलब जे absorb and emit कर सोडतं आणि घेतं in infrared radiation. In order, the most abundant greenhouse gas is Earth atmosphere. Okay, हे सर्व आपल्या Earthच्या atmosphere आहे. Water vapor like H2O formula, then carbon dioxide we study about, we discuss about this, CO2 and methane CH3, and one more ozone, that is O3. So carbon dioxide is also called green gas, causing global warming. Other greenhouse gases which might be emitted as a result of your activities are, example, methane and ozone. These greenhouse gases are normally also take into account for the carbon footprint, right? They are converted into the amount of CO2 that will cause the same effect on global warming. This is also called equivalent CO2 amount. The carbon footprint is a very powerful tool to understand the effect of person behavior on global warming. Main effects. The main effects of these, like climate changes, if it emitted like this carbon footprint, then it will be change the climate. You know now very well, right? With climate change. So climate change is ultimate effect of large carbon footprints. Greenhouse gases, whether natural or human produced, contributes to the warming of planet. For 1990 to 2005, carbon dioxide emission increased by 31% by 2008. Okay, if we imitate the more carbon footprint, then we will the human's health will be harm on human's health, environments, and we are facing the problem now. You can see the coronavirus and all. Yeah, but it is not a part of the carbon footprint, but like this problem we can face, right? So here the carbon footprints, the how to measure carbon footprint of the company. So to measure the carbon footprint, following four steps are there. First one is define the borders. To measure, we have to define the borders. Define the borders. Okay, borders. So here, let's see first, let's complete the first step, that is define the borders. First step is to define what all things need to be measured. More the number of measuring. More difficult it will be also tracking less data. Will not give accurate information, right? If less data is there, then we can't get the accurate information. So in this calculation, one must consider both upstream and downstream events. Okay, so the first step is to define what all things need to be measured. More the number of measurement, more difficult. It will be also tracking less data will not give accurate information. In the calculation, one must consider that is upstream and downstream. For example, impact of suppliers will be integrated in your company's carbon footprint or not. Also, what about the product which are sold, and what the door will those product impact be count in your statistics? Means define door karna tha, means to measure the carbon footprint. Suppose suppliers या sellers, something suppliers, someone is integrate your company, so kitna carbon footprint they will emit or not. What about the product which will sold and outdoor, will those produce impact be count in your statistics? Then set baseline. In these steps, baselines year need to establish the measure the future progress. Look for unusual data in year selected. If there is a drastic change in the data because of some changes in work environment, choose some different years. These changes in work environment may be because of some newly introduced government guidelines. So, tracking and analyzing data. So, in this step, baseline year, stabilize the measures the future progress. Look for the unusual data in your selected. tracking and analysis data. The next steps involves finding out the problems. So tracking and analyzing. So here involves its in the next steps is involving find out the problems by tracking and analyzing. Data collect. These steps involve looking for any anomalies present in the data. Example, if there are 5 locations having same size and setup, and one location is showing unusually large reading, then it can be easily made out that there is some problem with that location. To the similar, then if 5 locations are different size and setup, and all of them having same reading, sorry, then it can also be easily made out there is some same problem. So reporting to the stakeholders, reporting to the stakeholders. Last step is reporting to the stakeholder. The first step is define the borders. Then I said that about define the borders. First step is define what all things need to be measured, right? More the number of measurement, more difficult it will be. Also tracking less data will not give accurate information. Then if for example I said that impact of suppliers will be integrate in your company's carbon footprints, matlab, whatever the suppliers doing, then it impact on your company's carbon footprints or not. Then set baselines. In this step, baselines here need to be established to measure the future progress. Then tracking and analyze data. So in this you need to find out problems by tracking and analyzing data. Data collect. These steps involves looking for any anomalies present in data. If example, if there are 5 locations, then having same size and setup, and one location is showing unusually large reading, then it can be easily made out that there is some problem with that location, right? And if there are same size, then it will be the problem will be same. Then reporting stakeholders. This is the last steps is reporting to stakeholders. The stakeholders can be CEO, employees, and so on. The report will contain information about carbon footprints of company, step takes to reduce it. If not able to reach to the milestone set, then all the problem faced should be explained to the stakeholders. So steps need to following organize the gather all details. Start with the basic. This is the find out amount of energy use employees of company. That is the energy used to get employee to work in organization. Any online calculator can be used for calculating the amount of greenhouse gas generated by computing employees. One can also calculate the amount of greenhouse gases created by organization because electricity consumption in the data center. Next step is examining the operation of company. The first, okay, that is consider what company buys, sells, and produce. There are many outside consultant or other expert who can help to find out most accurate accounting of greenhouse gas emission. One should follow greenhouse gas protocol initiative, a globally recognized reporting standard to calculate amount of greenhouse gas emission. Using greenhouse gas protocol, companies must calculate their direct and indirect greenhouse gas emission. जी कंपनी म्हणजे काय सेल करते, काय प्रोड्यूस करते आणि काय बाय करते आणि त्यात किती ग्रीन हाऊस इमिशन ते सोडतात ते वी कॅन यू इफ यू यूज द प्रोटोकॉल ऑफ दिस देन वी कॅन अंडरस्टँड, वी कॅन कॅल्क्युलेट इट अँड वी आर ट्राइंग टू रिड्यूस emitting, right? So here direct emission by company, these emission are from the source owned by the company. For example, factory spoke spokestakers, company vehicles, vents, and so on. These emissions are from the source owned by the companies. Direct emission is sourced by on the company. Indirect emission of by company, these emission are generated by activities of company, but the source can be owned by outsider. For example, when employees are traveling outside for company work, emissions are generated by third party, but it is because of that employee. Reason to bother. Measuring carbon footprint is a way of measuring progress towards becoming green. Reduction of carbon footprint can help meet various business global like improving efficiency of company. Cost can be reduced by efficiently using energy resources. Adopting green practice can help smaller companies become more competitive. Also, companies get more public recognition as they are reducing or eliminating their carbon footprint and thereby protecting environment and human health. It helps suppliers to stand out within the supply chain as many organizations require committed towards minimize climate impact from their suppliers. So improving efficiency of company. So with the help of this, cost can be reduced by efficiently using energy resources, right? So adapting green practices can help smaller company become more competitive, right? Then plan for future. While measuring the carbon footprint, one also need to plan for future. In future, company will grow. It will have many new servers in data center and many more things which can increase company's carbon footprint. So one need to plan about how that growth impact can be minimized. सो कार्बन फुटप्रिंटने इन्व्हायरमेंट मध्ये इम्पॅक्ट होतो, त्याचं बॅडली इम्पॅक्ट होतो, इवन ह्युमन्स हेल्थला पण बॅडली इम्पॅक्ट होतं. सो त्यासाठी आपल्याला काही बॉर्डर्स डिसाईड करावे लागेल ज्याने आपण कमी कमी कार्बन हे इमिट करावे. ओके, जसं की आपण बेस लाईन डिसाईड करतो, ट्रॅकिंग अँड अनालिसिस डिसाईड करतो आपण, देन आपण बॉर्डर डिफाईन करतो का, बिकॉज आपलं कार्बन फुटप्रिंट जास्त बाहेर येऊ नये. बिकॉज कार्बन फुटप्रिंट आल्याने ह्युमन हेल्थ आणि इन्व्हायरमेंटला खूप प्रॉब्लेम्स होते, जसं की क्लायमेट चेंज. आता तुम्ही बघतच आहात की कधीही पाऊस येतो, कधीही सुनामी येते. वाय? बिकॉज ह्या सर्व गोष्टीमुळे इम्पॅक्टमुळे म्हणजे कार्बन फुटप्रिंट बाहेर निघाल्यामुळे जास्त आणि जास्त आपल्या प्रदूषण होतं आणि इन्व्हायरमेंटला बॅडली इम्पॅक्ट होतो आणि त्यामुळे अननेसेसरी थिंग्स विल हॅपनिंग अँड right, you know very well. So we have calculate right here carbon footprint per liter किती कार्बन इमिटेड होते आणि 100 किलोमीटर जर आपण चाललो तर किती आपण कार्बन फुटप्रिंट इमिटेट करतो, राईट? हे सर्व दिस इज द, so it's in your hand to consume to reduce the carbon footprints, right? So today we have seen about carbon footprint and we have calculate the basic calculation we did here. Then just example I have given here. Then what is gas? Greenhouse gas is nothing but is similar to carbon footprint only. The formula is given. Yeah, the water vapors, carbon dioxide and methane is the formula of the GHG. Then how climate change, now I explain. Then we have discussed about borders, set baseline, tracking analysis, and reporting the stakeholders. So in next lecture, we're going to see the cost saving, then hardware power, cost saving hardware power. So today's lecture is over here. Thank you.
ओके, कार्बन फुटप्रिंट समजलं सर्वांना? येस. फातिमा, प्रकार, हर्ष, निकिता, पंकज.
हो मॅडम.
लिसन, हा सब्जेक्ट ग्रीन कम्प्युटिंग आहे, पण हा म्हणजे ॲज लाईक यू आर इन्व्हायरमेंट बद्दल मला माहितच आहे कसं पॉल्युशन होतं, काय होतं. नाव फक्त ग्रीन कम्प्युटिंग आहे. आणि आय ऑलरेडी सेट द मिनिंग ऑफ ग्रीन कम्प्युटिंग, राईट? काय आहे मिनिंग ग्रीन कम्प्युटिंगची? ग्रीन मीन्स व्हॉट? या, एनीवन कॅन टेल मी?
Environment.
Very good.
Environment.
And what about computing?
Processing.
ओके, मीन्स लक्ष होता लेक्चरला. गुड. तर आपले 2 लेक्चर असतात आजच्या दिवशी. आता जो माझा थर्ड लेक्चर होईल 12:15 काहीतरी, तो लेक्चर तुमचा वेब डिझायनिंगचा होईल. ठीक आहे? ओके? येस?
Okay, ma'am.
ओके.
Okay.
नाउ यू कॅन लीव दिस लेक्चर.